Welcome. Today I would like to invite you to the review of issue 17 from 24th of May 2014. This is the cover of the issue. Oh, there's no glare. That's the cover. As you may suspect, there's plenty of 7th edition rumors in this issue. No, not rumors, facts actually, but even more information. But that's not everything I would like to show you, talk to you about today. At the end, I will try to give you some more info on some products that I picked up just a day or two ago, and that's psychic power cards. That's 50 stock cards to use in your games. That's tactical objective cards, smaller format. The format is different, you can see. It's like almost half of the format of the psychic cards. And the most important one, that's 7th, or as some call it, 6.5 edition of 40k. But let's call it the 7th edition. It has some changes, but we'll talk about that later. Not in so much detail because you should buy your own book, and if you want to play it, there's plenty of rumors on all of the websites, so you can go there and check. But I'm just going to show you the product. So, but one thing that I want to show you right now, and because you all know that how hyped I am for the new Orc Codex and for the cover that I shared like a day or two ago on my blog. I wanted to show you something. This is the Dark Millennium book, which is the book about fluff, right? So it's full of fluff, full of background stories, and in this book, whenever there's a new race mentioned, there's a picture. So we've got Chaos Space Marines, right? I wonder how soon some of you will get it, what I'm getting at. This is Tyranids, right? This is the Tyranids. We've got Tau, and I'm going to show you something more because I've got Tau Codex at hand. This is rulebook, one of the rulebook pieces, and that's the Codex. And most importantly, not Elder, that's Orcs. I can guarantee it, I'm 100% sure this is going to be the cover of next Orc Codex, and if it's not, I'll be damned. So anyways, I'll see you in a couple of seconds, and we'll go through White Dwarf and then through the rest of the products. Peace. As you can see, we've got the cover of new White Dwarf. On the cover, in the main, in the center, we've got the new Terminator Captain, the model that it's only available in this box set, in this Strike Force Ultra box set. The box itself will be 190 pounds, 245 euros or $325, and it will be available on 31st of May. We can see more pictures of this Strike Force over here. As you can see, we've got 20 Terminators that can be assembled in various options. One set of normal Terminators, one set of Assault Terminators. We've got Storm Raven, we've got Vulnerable Dreadnought, Land Raider Crusader, and where is he? And the Terminator Captain. So it's a nice box set to start off with. You've got all the models that you need, and you've got the special character that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else, probably for some time. This model comes with two right hands, one with Stormbolter and one with something else, and additionally it comes with actually three different heads, because as they say in the article, there are two dedicated heads for him, but you can also use a normal Terminator head, there are some spare lying around, for instance from the Sergeant that you can assemble with a helmet or the bare head. So if you want the Terminator Captain to have a normal Terminator helmet, why not? The next box set that it's being released next week, is the Militarum Tempestus Storm Science. The box will be £175, 225 euros or $285. In the box set you will find 3 units and 3 transport units. So you've got 2 units of Militarum Tempestus and 2 Tyroxis Prime, and Militarum Tempestus, sorry, Storm Science, Tempestus Science, oh my god, these names are so confusing, Tempestus Science Command Squad, and the Vendetta, all Valkyrie, depending on how you want to assemble it. So plenty of cool models. It can be used as an attachment to your existing army of Imperial Guard or Astra Militarum, or you can just start your own Tempestus Science army, which you can do, but you need the book for it. So it's up to you. In next releases, we've got Night Lord's Omnibus from Aaron Debski-Bowden. This omnibus has a trilogy of Soul Hunter, Blood Reaver, and Void Stalker. 3 books, telling up to 768 pages, which is quite a lot. The book will be £15, 1750 euros, and $1750. It's going to be paperback, so it's no hardback this time. And well, it's Aaron Debski-Bowden, so the name speaks for itself. Get this book if you like Space Marines, or Chaos Space Marines for that matter. So the next one is Hunter's Moon and Thief of Revelations, 2 audiobooks by Guy Healy and Graham McNeil. The names I don't have to introduce. If you like audiobooks, these, just get it. It's going to be only 10 quid, 15 euros and $15. If you're not 100% sure if you should listen to audiobooks, I can guarantee that Games Workshop audiobooks are high quality. There's plenty of music, there's plenty of background noises, ambient stuff, different voices. Really well done. I don't really like audiobooks myself, but I must say these are quite well done. And as you can see on your right hand side, we've got Citadel Hobby Starter Set, which is the new version of the old Citadel Hobby Starter Set, which was out there for, well, from last edition, 2 years almost. So they're changing it right now a bit, and as you can see, we get 13 pots of paints, clippers, tufts of grass, and paintbrush, all in one box. It's quite expensive, to be honest. It's going to be £45, 61 euros and $75. So for a starter set, it's quite expensive, but then again, you've got plenty of paints. Next up, we've got 3 different paint sets, and as you can see, these paint sets have different covers for a reason. This one contains base paints, contains 11 base paints and the brush to apply those base paints to a model. The next one has Citadel shades, so like washes, and has 8 different paints in it and a wash brush or shade brush. The next one has a dry paint, so all those technical paints that you use to highlight your models, and got 10 paints and a brush for that. And as last but not the least, we've got Citadel layer paint set with 20 paints and 1 brush, with all the layer paints different colors, so you can do like a proper highlighting, proper layering on your models. Next up, in Kelly's column, we've got Phil Kelly talking to us about, well, actually writing to us about how bad it feels to drop your friends or your own models, and tells us some funny stories. It is actually quite entertaining, but you probably know my opinion. I would love to see those 2 pages spent, well, used for something else than silly stories. I mean, for me, I'm not spending that money to buy this magazine and read some silly stories that I can hear in the club. I would like actually some rules or something. And in this issue, there are no rules, so don't wait for them. You can switch it off if you're waiting for some rules. In Paint Splatter, we've got, obviously, with the new release of the box set of Strikeforce Ultra, we've got Ultramarines, how to paint Ultramarines, but not only. Over here we've got different colors that we can use to paint Ultramarines, but additionally we've got Citadel Paint Army color scheme, so using all those new fancy paint sets, all the explanations from the first box, second box, third box and fourth box, which paints to use, and the fifth box, because it means that there will be a fifth box. I just noticed that, so there will be a fifth box by using glazes. Anyhow, how to use, which colors to use to make a proper highlight, proper base color, and so on. We've got a nice poster with chaos, and another chart with the colors. So pretty cool stuff actually. And over here we've got a battle report. Battle report of a game between Chaos and Space Marines, some kind of mixture. We can see a knight, we can see 2 Forge Fiends, and so on and so on. So quite interesting game, probably. But what's most important and interesting is that it already uses the new approach towards victory points. So you can see over here that how many victory points each army scored in a turn and how many points they've got total. So let's say in this turn they scored 2 objective points, secured 2 objectives and hungry for glory, and in total they've got 6 points. So this ends up the game with 13 victory points for one side and 7 for the other, which is quite abnormal to normal games in 40k, where we have like, I don't know, 2 against 4 or something like that. So smaller points. Looks more like hockey, I think. Now, the enemy of my enemy is an article about the new ally chart. The ally chart picture that has been circling the internet for quite some time now, and it made a bit of a stir because it changed the things around pretty much. There are no alliances available that were available in the last edition. So there's no Taudar army, you can't use Tau and Eldar, which is a good thing because it was broken. But you can, for some reason, you can use Space Marines and Necrons. But read on this article or just wait for the book, get the book and read all about it. As you can see, you can use Tau and Dark Eldar, which is like, I don't know, made sense. Xenos fighting together, fighting the Imperium, blah blah blah. Over here, the Weekend White Dwarf, we've got, well, the picture of Mark Holmes, the guy who paints for Games Workshop. Now I need to stop over here for a second, because if you are a beginner painter, go onto their website, go onto Games Workshop website, find these videos, find this guy, watch his videos. He's actually pretty good painter, I must say so. And I think the box sets were based on his face, so you be the judge. And we've got the army list of the armies that have been used in the battle report. On these last pages, the only interesting thing that I found is this over here. Issue 18 on sale, 31st of May, Saturday, and 3 things that will be in this new issue is, wow, brutal but cunning, and cunning but brutal. What does it mean, my dear sirs and ladies? It means orcs, and orcs, or in more detail, orcs, Gork and Mork, or the other way around. It means orcs, Mork and Gork. You be the judge. I think orcs are coming next week. Maybe not the book, maybe not the models being released, because they will be probably advertised next week and released on, I don't know, 6th of June, but they are definitely coming. And on the last page, we've got a shot from this nice Tempestus Silence box set, 2 Tauroxes Prime, plenty of infantry. Pretty cool issue. So the product that I would like to show you today, there are 2 products, actually for now, the Tactical Objective cards and Psychic Power cards. As you can see, these cards come in nice and sturdy boxes. Let's start with the Tactical Objective cards, and we'll get on to primary Psychic Powers later. As you can see over here, the box is quite thick and has a sort of a rubbery feel to it. I don't know why, but it's probably covered with something, or the paper is some kind of weird paper. So we've got a nice box inside, and the powers, sorry, not powers, missions. Obviously all the missions have the same back, so we can shuffle them and pick the missions. And we've got 18 of Secure Objective, which represent your rolls of 3, 1 to 6, 2 to 6 and 3 to 6. And then we've got 18 cards that are unique. There are no 2 cards like that, but they share a type. So there are 6 Annihilation cards, as you can see. There are 6 Purge cards, and there are 6 Seize the Ground. Again, I'm not going to go into detail because if you buy the book, you will find those missions in the book, so you know what's there in the box. But just know that that's a nice paper. It's semi-gloss, so sort of satin finish. Nice thick cardboard. Well, it's a handy help in your game, so you don't have to shuffle your deck. You can just open that, pick your missions, and carry on gaming. Oh, just take it away. And the next one is the Psychic Powers. The Psychic Powers, again, come in the same box, same type of box, but as you can see, these are twice the size, so bigger cards. There are 50 cards in there. 50 cards, one with a summary, who can use which power, and 7 cards for each sort of discipline, right? So we've got Demonology, Malefic, Pyromaniac, Pyromancy, sorry, Telepathy, and so on, so on, so on. And each of these sets of cards have different picture on the back. So we've got pictures like that, like so, like so, like so, and so on, so on, so on. Right, so different pictures, so you can pick them up and or sort them out just by looking at the back, at the reverse of the card. There's only one issue that I've got with these cards, is that the design on the back looks a little bit like John Blanche's design, and I'm not really, well, I have a love-hate relationship with his art. Some of his artworks are brilliant and, you know, like crazy genius, but some of them are just, you know, child drawings and really, you know, not much. But anyway, these cards are pretty nice sets. These cards are not essential to your gaming, so you can just basically skip them and don't buy them, don't spend your money on models. Or if you are like me, you like your gadgets, you like your gaming gadgets, get these cards and have an easier life while gaming. Right, so after all this, the last thing that I want to show you is this whole set. The whole set that comes in really hot, nice slipcase that will protect your books and will look really, really nice on your bookshelf. It has embossed letters and designs, and the glossy designs on the front and on the back. So it's really, really well done. Surprisingly, because it's printed in China over here. Anyhow, we've got this nice slipcase. As you can see over here, it is quite thick cardboard. If the box for the limited edition is done the same way, that's actually quite nice, quite well done. So we've got 3 books, right? We've got 3 books numbered 1, 2, 3, and the books are The Rules, Dark Millennium, and Galaxy of War. So let's go one by one and see what's inside. In the rules, obviously, we've got nothing else than the rules. Rules, nothing else. No fluff, very limited amount of pictures. If the pictures are there, they are for diagrams and sort of like dividers. So we've got the core rules that we can use, and some pictures obviously of models. The pages themselves are really well done. You can see the color, all the detailing on the edges. And actually this format is quite handy. You can take the A4 format with you to your game, put it with your codex because it will fit nicely with your codex. Let me show you. I didn't do that in Polish version, so it's sort of exclusive. Look, it's exactly the same format. So your codex and your army book and your rule book will fit together. So we've got that. What is pretty cool is that at the very end we've got huge reference section, references section. It's like 7 pages of all the rules put in one place, so we don't have to go through all through the whole rule book. And also, if you use the magic phase cards and objective markers, you don't need to go through the whole book and 30 pages. You can just use these. What's more, that I found out by looking at the book, on top of all the leaked changes that are coming, that were leaked obviously, are the terrains. Terrain got its own rules, so all these bits of terrain, that the crashed Achillea, the battlescape, and so on, even the Imperial Sector buildings, they get their own rules, special rules. They give you bonuses, they give you there are some dangerous terrain, like the crashed Aquila can explode in your face if you get in there. On a roll of 1 there's, you know, some unstable fuel core or something like that. Funny and interesting stuff that will sort of mix up your games. So this is the rules. The books with nice rubbery feel. They're not gonna slip in your hands very easily. Really nice. In Dark Millennium, the next book, book number 2, we've got, let me show you what we've got. We've got fluff. We've got background of all the races, the whole universe represented, plenty of old artwork like over here, plenty of new artwork, and oh, that's actually quite amazing. Haven't seen that yet. So this is something pretty cool. Plenty of artwork over here. So as you can see, the artwork in the book is amazing. Like so. Need I say more? Get these books. If you play Warhammer 40k, get these books as soon as you can. Luckily they are not limited edition, so obviously there is a limited edition, but these are not. So get these books. You're not gonna oh my god, I completely forgot about the third one. What a loss that would be for you. So the Galaxy of War. In Galaxy of War we've got a nice gallery of pictures, sample armies, huge high resolution pictures, and so each army there's some paintings, tips and tricks. That's quite impressive, isn't it? So as I was saying, I'm gonna go into detail with all these books in the next foreseeable future, probably in a couple of weeks time, because I'm gonna be busy. For all of those you who are wondering, there are no new models in the Orc section, unfortunately, unless I'm blind by looking in detail. So here you go, these are the books. For now only a quick glimpse, but these are the books. My camera is showing me 3 minutes left, so get them books. So that's it. That was the review of issue 17 and a couple of the products that I managed to pick up this Saturday. I hope you are as hyped and psyched as I am for the new 7th edition and for the changes that it brings. And well, I see you next. Oh, obviously, I hope you like my reviews better and better from each episode. I try to do it best I can. Please visit my blog. Please visit my Facebook page. Sign up, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to keep in touch. And what else? I invite you for the next week, where we will be reviewing issue 18. And what else can I say? Orcs are coming. So they are coming. I'm pretty sure. See you next week.